To most, this is just a piece of wood on a ceiling, but to me, this is about 11 hours of agonizing pain. Let me show you that process. This used to be a door and a wall. I don't want to go spend money on lumber, so let's go find a different solution. So what my plan for that spot is to get an old piece of cedar and kind of cut it out, hollow it out so I can still run those wires through. What I'm looking for is almost going to be impossible to find, but I'm looking for something that's not dead and something that's going to be at least 6 feet long and at least 4 inches wide. So let's go try and find something like that. This is basically exactly what I'm looking for. It doesn't look too dead. It's about 6 feet. I know I've got about a 6 foot wingspan, so this should be ideal. Right here at the end, I think it's about 4 inches. Let's give or take. But plan is cut this off where I need it, and then we're gonna bring it back, and then probably use my Sawzall to do the rest. Hopefully this saw will do the trick. I don't see why not. It's not that big of a piece. So I'll bring you guys back when I get this cut down. Ah, nice. There we go. Oh yeah, that's gonna be plenty tall enough. And it doesn't look too bad in the center there. It doesn't look too rotted. It's a little damp, but I think it can make it work. You know what? That's not too bad. That's not too bad on the inside. Here, I'll bring you guys closer. You know, that doesn't look too bad. It is really damp. It's not, you know, it's pretty soft, but it's not rotten soft. So I think I'll be happy with that. I think that's what we're looking for there. Okay, now that we got that all kind of trimmed up, it looks a little bit nicer. Now it's gonna be the hardest part, is cutting it in half. So I don't own a chainsaw, so this might be a little bit tricky and a little bit painstaking. So I don't know if I'll record it or not. I know future editor me will figure something out, but I'm gonna hopefully keep it here and just kind of cut it all the way through the middle here. Again, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not a trained professional. I had an idea, so I kind of went with it. So it's either gonna be a huge failure or mediocre success. But I'd rather try and fail than never know if it could succeed, you know what I'm saying? So let's pitter patter. Let's just see what we can accomplish. Yeah. So that didn't work. I think it's time I just kind of rethink this strategy. Guys, do not try any of this at home. I am a trained professional, obviously, and this is going exactly how it's supposed to. No hiccups at all. No random annoyances. This is exactly how I planned for this to be for your entertainment purposes. So I kind of lost my line. I don't exactly know where it is, but I'm just kind of gonna go and with the hopes of, you know, I know what I'm doing, and just gonna go from straight down here, and hopefully I'll meet up. Okay, so I got this side cut as much as I can before it hits the sawhorse. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do now is no fucking idea. I'm sure I'll figure something out, because again, I'm working with a Sawzall and it creates a lot of bouncing, so I have to ratchet strap it somewhere. Once I get it figured it out, I'll bring you guys back. Okay, I think I got it all the way through. If you guys think it cut through before I even do this, let me know down in the comments what you think, if this is actually gonna work or not. Oh, I missed it. Guys, I'm an idiot. I completely botched that. I don't know if you can see that. Where is it? So that's the big line. That's a little line. So I gotta cut that down more. But this line, that one worked out perfectly. I gotta fix that. Fuck, man. Damn it. So far, that looks all right. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. A lot of cleaning up to do, but so far that looks pretty good. I think I finally got it. I think I finally got it. Oh God, I'm excited. Oh, it feels loose. Yes! I fucking got it. Nice. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Let's take a closer look at these guys. Wow. So this is the one piece. I think I might go with this one. I don't know. It's a little bit thicker. But this is the other piece. Again, look at how just uneven that is. I mean, you can kind of see all those dips and dives and dodges, but wow. After I get this cleaned up a little bit, I got to clean up that little spot there. So I got to straighten up these edges. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'm not going to worry about that for right now. For right now, what I am going to do is I am going to probably just clean up the back of this, kind of get some of this dead stuff off the back here. And then kind of, while I'm doing that, kind of brainstorm, I want to straighten this out. If I want to put this through a table saw or not, or what. If it's not that straight, I don't know. We'll figure that out later. You know, people are going to sit in there and comments and be like, wouldn't it be so much easier to just, you know, not do any of this? The answer is yes. Would have been so much easier. But where's the fun in that, right? I mean, is it going to be the prettiest? No, not at all. You know, it's going to be a lot prettier than what's already in there. I'm going to like it a lot more because it's something that I spent the entire day doing, and probably a little bit into tomorrow. Depends on how the night goes and when I decide to have my first PBR. But no, this is something extraordinarily not necessary. I think it's kind of cool, and I'm enjoying doing it. You're learning a lot, and it's just kind of neat. Okay, I think I got it for the most part pretty good here. It's got most of the bark and all that stuff off. I'm not gonna sand it today because I do want it to dry out. So it will be sitting beside the wood stove tonight, hopefully drawing some of that moisture out just so I don't make a complete mess with the sandpaper and the sander, and I'll get a nice, good, smooth finish. So here's a before and after. I mean, it doesn't look like a lot, but you know, in the grand scheme of things, that's a lot. I got a lot of that really gross shit off of it. I got a Tupperware container full of shavings. I might try to tackle some of these ridges, but I don't know how I'm gonna do that necessarily yet. So I kind of ran into a problem. I realized that the board was so incredibly bowed that it was almost impossible to work with. So what I did is I just kind of ratchet strapped it to a couple trees and kind of put some tension on the center to hopefully kind of straighten it out more before I kind of go any farther. Actually, let's try a really cool transition. Whew, okay, that made me dizzy. That's like the third time I've done that. But hopefully it was a cool transition. Probably not, though. Let's be real. But I took the board out. I brought it inside. I put some weight in the center of it. Just hopefully dry it out by the wood stove. Kind of straightened it out a bit, and it did dry it out a bunch, so I'm happy about that. Today's to-do list, we got to sand it. We got to hollow it out. We got to trim up the edges, make it less fucked. And then we got to install it. But maybe throw in some crying in there. Who knows? But enough chitter chatter. Let's pitter patter. Okay, so as you can probably see, the bow is a lot less dramatic here. You know, it's still kind of fucked, but it's a lot less dramatic. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sand the outside here, get that all nice and smooth, ready to install. And then we're gonna hollow out the center here. I'm excited to finally get this done. So let's get to it. All right, so I'm just gonna power sand the top of it. I was gonna do it by hand, but I really don't feel like doing that at all. It's gonna take way too much time and it's pretty cold out here. So I think this is like a 60 grit or an 80 grit sandpaper. I don't know. I'm just gonna see if it works. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna switch to like a 120 because I got a whole shit ton of that. Yeah, I really have no idea what I'm doing. So any tips and advice, you know, honestly, send it my way because again, I'm not a professional, but I also claiming I'm a professional. So I'm a professional at not being a professional. So let me just go it that way. So now I gotta just hollow it out. So what I'm gonna do is I got like a multi-tool, and I'm just gonna cut all the way through to probably about here, kind of hollow this all out, because this fat end is where I want all the light fixtures and stuff to be. And hopefully that'll kind of make it easier on me going down the line. Or I could completely butcher it. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. And now my theory being that once I get this kind of hollowed out, that it'll be easier to kind of flatten out these little hills or mountains or whatever. This little notch right here took me a solid, like, I don't know, half hour or so. This is gonna take a long fucking time. I gotta rethink this strategy. I do have a skill saw, but the blade is extraordinarily dumb and it's extremely unsafe on the sawhorse, and I just don't want to risk losing a finger or something like that for a project of this little importance. I'm gonna get this thing figured out. I'm gonna try my best to actually get it done in a reasonable amount of time. I'm gonna probably do chisel. I don't know. But once I figure it out, I'll let you guys know. Okay, so I think I got it to a point where I'm gonna actually just throw it in the wood pile. But so I kind of hollowed it out the best I could. What I did end up doing actually was using a skill saw and kind of scribing out some lines and kind of going that way. But I ran into a massive problem. See, that's a big old crack. That's a big old crack that I got to deal with. So fortunately on this end anyways, I do have to notch some of this out to actually put it on the ceiling around kind of a thing. I don't know if that's going to work now or not. So I'm going to go inside and kind of give it a test run to see what it actually does and if it actually looks like good or like complete garbage. So let's go do that. So I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel really defeated. I tried it up there and it's just not looking the way I want it to look. This crack is gonna be a real big pain in my ass, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now because I can't control that outcome right now at this very moment. So what I am gonna do is I am just gonna go and try to make this as flat as possible so it at least will fit up on the roof, just so I can, you know, have a better idea and kind of look at it and be like, okay, we're onto something here before I completely lose me marbles. Okay, so I stopped throwing myself a little pity party and I went and just hollowed out this other end here a little bit. There is a crack here, but that's okay. So I changed up my entire plan of attack. So this used to be the end that was going on my right hand side, and this used to be going on the left. However, because of how fucked this board is, I'm flipping it around, and so this is gonna be on my right and whatever. So that's okay because that will hide this giant crack here. And because it cracked here, I actually need to notch this out, which I'm gonna do now. So I've already got my measurements from in there. So I'm gonna go cut that out, and then we're gonna go see, I'm gonna bring you guys with me to see the fit, just to see if it works or not. So fucking wish me luck. Let's kind of see how this is actually gonna work here. So, you know what, I want this in first. Oh my God. I want this here. Oh my fucking God, guys. She's a little tight, so we gotta do a little bit of trimming, but she's coming along. She's coming along nice and good. Oh, the wire's tucked so nicely. Okay, so yes. So this is kind of what I'm kind of getting at here. Again, all of this work for fucking this? Are you kidding me? Wow, ADHD much? Okay, so got it trimmed up a little bit. Let's see how it works. I hope I didn't do too much. Okay. Oh my God, yes, 1,000 times yes. But now we got to inlay the light switch, which I think I'm gonna put here, and then I gotta string these other wires over there for that other fucking thing. So let's go do that really quick. Okay, so I think I got it notched out the way I wanted to do. I wanted to do like a little inlay for the light switch itself. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but that's kind of what I was going for on that one. Oh, you know what? That didn't work out too bad. Could have been better, but fuck it, we ball. I don't even know what the fuck this white cord's for. So I do have some access back here that I can manipulate the cords with, which I'm okay with. God damn it. Oh no. Okay, stay there. Fuck off. God, son of a bitch. Oh, this is quite the shoulder workout. Okay, there we go. There we go. How does that look? Like shit. But it's something. I think I like that. I think that's the best we're gonna get right now. Hopefully no wires are hit in the process, but at least we're at this stage. I'm happy about this. So we're at least at this stage of the process. We're this close. We're this close. We're this fucking close, guys, to see if it actually fucking works or not. I just went to turn the power back on. The moment of truth. I mean, it's gonna be really anticlimactic, let's be real, because it's just a fucking light switch that I'm going on, but oh, it works! Let's go! Let's go! Oh my God, guys, I fucking did it. Kinda. But wow, it looks like shit. I mean, look at it. I mean, there's still a lot of gaps here, but whatever, you know, a little bit of paint and whatever can't hurt, but wow, we did it. I mean, the other side looks absolutely atrocious. But wow, guys, we fucking did it. We fucking did it. We got a little thingy up here. It's pretty stable, got some screws in there. My light switch is kind of inlet a little bit. It's kind of okay, but it works. It works, guys. We fucking did it. Let's go. You know, guys, there was a point in time there where I did feel like giving up, where everything was going wrong. There was cracks in it. I couldn't hollow it out good enough, so I tried the whole hammer and chisel thing. That didn't work out really well. But essentially, to recap, a couple things I've learned. Number one, a sawmill would have made this process extraordinarily easier. I spent the majority of the time just trying to make it level to the ceiling as best as I could with the tools that I have. Number two, I don't know how to hollow out a half piece of wood. I now realize that. I'm sure there's extraordinarily easier ways, but I don't know what those ways are. So if you have any idea, let me know down in the comments below. Third one is, multi-tools are really fucking awesome. When it came to actually processing the piece of wood, I don't know if it would have been a better idea to kind of do all the fucking around while it was still wet, so it would have less chance of splitting and getting those cracked ends like you saw. But I don't know. Again, if you know, let me know down in the comments below. I honestly, during this whole process of this video, if there was something that you saw that you think could have done better, or a different way, or a more efficient way, let me know. I'm not going to learn anything if nobody tells me that what I'm doing here is not right, or this was good, that was bad. Feedback, criticism, call me an idiot. I don't care. Just let me know, because it would honestly help me out in my future videos, but not only just that, just my future projects. If you guys got any kind of value out of this content, I would love if you guys hit the subscribe or the follow button. And with that being said, enjoy your day, night, or whenever you're watching this, and I'll catch y'all on the flippity flop.